So I was getting ready to take a shower this morning, and I was about to step in. I'd opened the curtain and everything when I noticed that there was a spider in there. And it wasn't in any convenient location like on the tile, on the wall, or by the faucet where a lot of times they like to hang out. No, it was in the most inconvenient place for a spider to be, in the shower. It was up in the very far corner of the ceiling. So, contrary to the title of this video, I hate spiders. Like, they freak me out. Their legs, and when you see them up close, they've got all those eyes and little fangs, and they're just nasty to me, and they freak me out, especially when they run across like my bed or something. But back to the spider from this morning. Obviously, I didn't want to get in there and do the whole like spider in the corner, have to keep watching it, hoping it doesn't drop down on my head while I'm shampooing. So I went to, do what I usually do with spiders, which my initial reaction is, kill it dead, which I know isn't a very humane approach. I mean, it's a spider, there's lots of spiders. I know maybe like PETA wouldn't necessarily agree if there's certain members that are like, you must catch it and let it go outside. And I'm not usually that type. Like if there's some like ants or spiders or something, I'm going to kill them. Because they're just going to, bite me or whatever. Well, not ants, but anyway. So that's my initial reaction. So I went to figure out how I was going to get to this thing, because I wasn't going to break my neck, standing on the bathtub trying to like reach up and, kill a spider. So I picked up a toilet paper roll from the ground, like a used one, like it was empty. And I took it and started chucking it at the spider in the corner, which isn't very effective, partly because my aim is terrible. So most of the time it was like bouncing off the corner and not even coming anywhere near the spider. And a few times it actually hit it. And when it did, the spider like drew its legs up and was like flinching. And all of a sudden, I felt really bad for it. Like, it's just chilling there, and it's like minding its own business, and it's got like this thing like attacking it. It's totally like going, what's going on here? So, I don't know what happened, but I started feeling really bad for it. So I turned the shower on, hoping it would just stay where it was. And I had to keep watching it, because like I said, I didn't want it dropping down on me. And then about 3/4 of the way through my shower, I was almost done rinsing off and everything. It starts moving, and it starts like climbing across the shower, and it almost falls, like it's attached to like its web string stuff, and it almost fell down. And I turned off the shower water really fast, because all of a sudden I had this horrible image of this spider that I suddenly had sympathy for, like falling to its death and like going down the drain and everything. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was like a combination of the fact that my mind was kind of still addled from the fact that I spent 9 hours the previous night like in a blog TV with Tom Milsom and Ed Plant from Sons of Admirals and all their fans, and then after that, the next 9 hours I spent in like an after party with a bunch of fans, and it was really fun. But I went to bed at like 4 a.m. and then at like 5 or 6 a.m. both of my housemates' cats were in my room, and I looked at one of them and they were making a really weird noise. I can't even describe it. It was like it was chewing plastic, but when I looked at it, it wasn't doing anything. So, I don't know what that was, but then when I looked at it, it like, in like half a second, literally, like zoomed across my room and like launched itself at the other cat. Like it was like almost like it teleported. And in my half asleep mind, I was like, I had this Brittany from Glee moment where I was like, cats are magic. They can teleport. And I had this weird thing where I was like, I'm gonna write a book where cats are the only magical creatures. And then when I woke up, I was like, what? First of all, it's been done before. Second of all, you're crazy. So anyway, I don't know, my brain was still affected by that or something. So suddenly I'm like this spider hugging person, So I turned off the shower water, waited for the spider to go back up to this corner. It's still chilling there. I finished rinsing off, And then I was like, okay, if I just leave the spider there, it's going to disappear and it's going to go into my room and I'm not going to forget that it's the same spider. I'm going to kill it and then I'll feel bad, blah, 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 blah. And there's really no reason for that. So I was trying to figure out how to get the spider, because it still had the same problem of being up in the corner where it's like inaccessible. So I I started to chuck the toilet paper roll at it again. It wasn't really working. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can like reach up with toilet paper roll and like get it on the edge, but that wasn't working either because I'm short. I'm like 5'4", so that wasn't happening. Once again, now the shower was wet. I was not going to stand on the bathtub. I would slip and fall, and then that would just be embarrassing. Not worth it. So I finally figured out that I could get like a plastic hanger, and I got the spider on the edge of my plastic hanger, and it eventually, grabbed onto it and started climbing on it, and I had it like hanging from like a string on the hanger, like from its own web stuff, and I got out of the hallway, and it dropped down on the carpet and was like starting to run away, and I'm like, no, come back, get on the hanger, and it was not wanting to do that. It was freaking out, which I would be too if a giant piece of plastic was like trying to like whack at me and like get my legs under it. So eventually it climbed back onto the hanger, and I took to the door and put it out in the flower bed, which I probably should have taken it all the way out to the like lawn, but I didn't really want my neighbors to see me all like makeupless shower hair taking a spider out with a hanger. So I just put it down, and then I went back inside. But that was my first experience actually saving a spider's life, so I guess that's my good arachnophilia whatever deed for the day. So yeah, thanks for sharing that story with me. I can't really say that that's gonna ever happen again, because I'm still dislike spiders, especially. I think part of the reason that I felt okay about this one was because it was one of those ones that has like the really long legs and it kind of moves slowly. It's not one of those ones that like rushes across and like is super fast and like freaks me the heck out. So I felt, more sympathetic toward it. So I better appreciate that and not bring all its babies back inside the house. So that's it. Yeah. Bye. Red hair.